broadcast network, AFTERBUZZ TV. Over 20 million weekly downloads in over 150 countries, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment. AFTERBUZZ TV, the destination for TV superfans, producing after shows for over 300 of your favorite TV shows, interviewing celebrities and showrunners, and bringing you behind-the-scenes exclusives. All thanks to E! Entertainment's Maria Menounos, producer Kevin Undergaro, and internet leader Akamai. Now, let the buzz begin!
Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, After Buzzers, and welcome to the after show of America's Next Top Model. I'm your host, Thaddeus Massey, and joining me today is week 6, episode 6, eliminated contestant Ben Schreen on a call-in on the phone. You there, Ben?
What's up, man? I'm here.
What's up, broski?
How you doing,
man, I'm doing great. How are you doing this morning? You awesome?
You know what? Just had some lunch. I'm feeling fantastic.
Awesome. I'm glad to hear that you're like in good spirits and everything. You know what? I'm a fan of yours. I don't want to be biased or anything. You know, I'm a fan, but I was not a fan of that picture. That picture, and I feel like, you know, low key, I feel like, you know, you got the shaft a little bit because that hair really sucked.
Yeah.
Like that, you know, they stuck on you.
I agree that. I really agree. You know what? I would love to see Tyra rock a Joe Dirt blonde wig, okay? Mullet wig.
Joe Dirt.
I would love to throw that on Tyra and see what she can do with that shit. Okay?
I know, right?
I think if you look at the photo itself, I think my face was on point. It was just if you put a freaking blonde mullet mohawk on a dude that's brunette with a buzz cut, and you can see the sides of his hair are buzzed, and you know, I'm not making any excuses, but it is a little. You know, I thought they were gunning for me.
Well, I mean, you got to think. Go ahead.
It was no surprise that I got kicked off. I was pretty much expecting that after I saw the wig out of Boy George's closet. So.
Right. So I'm thinking that maybe you should have got Keith's hair, and Keith maybe should have gotten that hair. That's what I was kind of thinking. I wasn't sure. I'm like, you know, that doesn't really fit Ben's persona, face, whatever, however you want to say it. I don't really know how anybody's going to be able to really pull would be able to pull that off. It just, how do you go from running and winning like 2 challenges? You had run like 2 challenges, right? You had the one challenge that you were like laying on the ground and you looked like you were Clark Kent about to go jump in, like switch and become Superman. You know, that was a great pose. You like nailed that. You were head and shoulders above everyone on that one particular challenge, that picture. And what was the other one that you won? Didn't you win 2?
I won the still challenge.
The still challenge. And what was the other one that you won? Didn't you win 2 still challenges?
I just won 1 photo shoot.
Okay, you won 1 photo shoot. But to go from that, and then, you know, you've been consistent, you know, throughout the competition, and then to have this, I don't know, I felt like, I don't know, Tyra and you guys over there, I feel like it was kind of a setup. Like, how you throw this hair on this guy?
Bamboozled me, dude. I don't know. You know, at the end of the day, it's a reality show, and you know, my story must not, you know, the bromance between me and Adam must have been fading out, and who knows? There's so many factors. It's not just solely on modeling, and so it was disappointing. You know, it's definitely you know, I wanted to stay in, but I'm so happy with how things ended, and I think I ended my run on Top Model on a very high note, and you know, I went out with a bang with the song and everything that them and I wrote. It was just really, you know, lighthearted and fun. How I left the competition, so I'm couldn't be happier with that.
It was really cool seeing you and Adam like do your doing this song that you guys actually wrote on the show and performed it right there on the spot. I've never seen anybody in all these cycles of America's Next Top Model do that at the judging panel. It was really refreshing to see something like that. It was fun, lighthearted, and it added a little element there. I think that the fans like really enjoyed it. It's almost like turning into like a little talent show. But you know, it was cool. It was cool to see you and Adam do that, because it was like, you know, these guys obviously have more talent, and they really were just doing this for fun, just for kicks. Like that was really cool to see you guys like perform something musical for everybody else. Everybody else got a kick out of it as well. Just speaking of music and this whole headphones challenge that Nick Cannon dropped in, you know, Nick Cannon drops by to, you know, to plug one of his million brands that he has over at Incredible. You know, Nick has a bunch of things going on. This guy has always got his hands in something as far as business concerned, the consummate businessman. But he stops by, you know, Tyra has him come by and do this challenge with you guys. This is another challenge that I feel like you got bamboozled on. I'll be quite honest with you. Part of me understands why they picked Lennox's shoot, because, you know, you really could see the headphones with him and Kari, but at the same time, the comment to me that stuck out the most was when they looked at your guys, your picture. It was you and Will, and was it Shy and Keith and Shy. He said you can take this picture and it could be an ad for anything. Hello. Exactly.
Yeah, I know, right? You know what? I am proud to say that, you know, Nick Cannon, he's obviously all about fun, all about wilding out. You know, his show Wilding Out, and everything that he's been about is just so in your face and fun and just really lighthearted. And he told us, our group, that he thought we looked like we had the most fun, like, you know, that we were actually partying, like having a good time. And so I think that really portrayed that really shined through the photo, and that was one of my biggest goals from that photo. And another thing, yes, like you said, it could be in any ad. That thing, you could take that photo and throw it in a magazine, and it would fit right in, you know. So, you know, I did like the artistic kind of a go at Lennox's photo. So I don't take anything away from that. But
it was very artsy. I mean, it was a
tough challenge. Yeah, it was a tough challenge. Because not only we had to use this kind of the incredible. It's kind of like an iPad. This incredible iPad or whatever that you know, and you had to do the panoramic thing, and we had to run into our next position. And I think our final shot, I don't even think I was in, but I was the DJ.
Yeah.
It was a tough. It was a new kind of a device that we were all using, and we were trying to get everything perfected. But,
well, you guys had a good shot. You guys had a good shot, and really the way you guys actually blocked the shots and how everybody was standing in different spaces, that picture really could have been cropped into different ads, and then the whole picture could have been used. If, you know, someone that's you know, a creative director probably would have like cropped those pictures individually and put them on different magazines and different ads, and still like focused on the headphones. I still would have gone with that picture. That was my picture to go with. So I was like, this is a rough episode for Ben. I was like, I don't know what's going on here. Like, is this a script? Is there like a light script going on? But, you know, as people,
I know, right?
Yeah, I mean, as people start to get eliminated, it just is like, well, you just have a bevy of talent right here in the house right now, and it's like, well, anybody can go, everybody can't stay, anybody can go at any time. You're thinking, okay, I don't know, you know, everybody has favorites, you know, about who they feel is gonna last the long haul. But obviously, as the weeks go by, there's gonna get to be that point where you're gonna start getting really shocked about who goes home, who doesn't go home. Like when Chantel went home, everybody was like, "Oh my gosh, Chantel went home." Like, so things were, you know, the talent for this level, for this season, I mean, for this cycle, it seems to be a lot thicker than it was last season. Last season, things were, to me, a little more obvious about who the standouts were. This season, the talent is much higher, and it's much more. It's like, okay, who is really gonna, you know, there's only like a couple of people from last season that I would actually even be able to throw into the bunch with you guys to compete. Like, everybody else was like, whatever.
Literally, I think if you took last season, and nothing against them, but you know, if you took last season and you put a photo, you put up the group photo on your wall, and you say, okay, you know, you could pick out who the top 2 guys were. I could pick out the top 2 guys right now.
Right.
The top 3 guys that are actually, you know, there's 3 or 4 guys that were actually, like, you know, very, very model-esque that would actually do good in the modeling industry. You could pick that right away. Just from looking at the photos, but I think this year there's every guy was very, very,
very competitive,
good looking, great bone structure, great, you know, great, like just trimmed all around, and I think all around we had better, better physiques as well. Anyway, but it's just tough because not only are we all like very good looking guys, we're all very talented, as you could see last cycle or last episode too. Like, and we have an ex-football player. We've all played sports. Will's a dancer. We're all athletic. We can do so many different poses because our body allows us to do that.
Right.
So all of our athletic talents, whether it's dancing, playing football, playing basketball, you know, playing Matt played football at Tennessee. Keith played in the NFL. Denzel played, I can't remember where, in college, but he was really good, and he got hurt. Adam was a lacrosse player. I played basketball in college. And then on top of that, you know, we have so many creative minds within ourselves as well. And I'm a singer. Adam raps. We just a lot of talent.
Yeah,
and,
a lot of talent there.
So that's why it's harder to see. It's a lot harder to see someone go this season because there's just so much potential, and you wish everyone could just we could watch everyone do every photo shoot and at the end of it pick a winner. But you know, actually, how it's mapped out, you got to eliminate a person every week. So
yeah,
it's sad to see people go. But
how tall are you? You came to studio. You're a pretty tall guy. I think that what are you, like 6'3", 6'4"?
Yeah, 6'3", I like to say 6'3", depending on what role I'm going for. You know, in acting,
right,
or modeling. I can fit sample sizes, so it's good.
Yeah, Hollywood. If you're watching, this guy I think can really play some roles in Hollywood. I think you should start pursuing that. I think you definitely have a really good look for that. You know, not just modeling, but pursuing some acting as well. How do you feel about that?
For sure. Before I was modeling, I was in a Nike commercial with LeBron and Serena.
Oh wow.
Williams. It's called Just Do It Possibilities. It was aired last year. That's how before everything, I won a modeling and acting and singing competition in New York called IMTA. Won Male Model of the Year, won Most Sought After Talent, and then moved here because I got a manager for acting, and moved here from Iowa. I'm originally from Iowa. And so and since the show, and I was also in a Cannes Film Festival film called The Opportunist, a supporting role that went to Cannes in France. It's one of the biggest film festivals, most prestigious in the world, and we made Critics Week. We were like top 5, I believe, and we were the only American film 2 years ago to do that. Last year was 2013, but. So now I'm working on a show called Mighty Med. It'll be on Disney XD. I'm in 5 episodes so far. It's a little role. I'm a superhero. It's about a hospital full of superheroes, and it's so much fun. And then I keep auditioning, and hopefully I book something big soon. But I just got to stay humble and hungry, like I said on the show. And I'm working on music as well. I've got 12 original songs, and benschreen.com will keep you updated on the music. There's a couple tracks on there right now, just teaser tracks. Nothing super professionally recorded yet, but I'm working on it. So I'm working with some producers, just trying to find the right fit. Nice. I'm sure. Sorry for that ramble.
Yeah, no, it's all good. Your fans like to hear you talk. I'm sure that your fans would love to hear your music and see where you're going. That's benschreen.com, BenSchreen.com, right?
Yep.
Nice. Okay, cool. So as far as this season, I know you can't really say much as far as the end of the season or as far as what's going to happen, but how do you feel we've been doing as far as the predictions are concerned and how we're viewing things? How do you feel not just us in here, how do you feel like the fans are receiving this season? Or the cast? Do you feel like the fans are kind of on point, or do you feel like the fans, they have a disadvantage because obviously they're not behind the scenes and can see everything? Or do you think that fans have a really good perspective on what's going on?
As far as people staying in the competition, like who they think is going to win, or what do you mean? Just in general, like how they're receiving the season? Yeah,
just how they're receiving the season and how things are developing competition wise.
Yeah, I think well, first and foremost, this show, this season is the highest ratings we've had in I think 4 or 5 seasons. Like for the first, and the highest viewings I think is 1.3 or more million viewers on the first episode, and it's just gone up and up from there.
Wow.
So the producers are stoked.
I bet.
So that's great. That's always good. And then but the viewers and the fans, as far as the competition goes, they're I think it sucks because there's, like you said earlier, there's so many strong competitors this season. Literally anyone could win,
right.
and no one would be like, oh my gosh, are you kidding me? Are
right.
you kidding me?
Right.
Because every single person, Ivy, for instance, she was the first one out. She's already modeled in New York so many different ad campaigns.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's anyone's game, really. And Chantel, obviously, that's a big one. She's such a talented model, and her skin speaks for itself. So,
yeah.
I really think the fans are going to have a little tough time. I think it's one of the most entertaining seasons, if not the most.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's one of the most disappointing because there's so much talent, and there has to be someone to leave each week that has a boatload of talent, not only modeling but personality-wise and talent outside of modeling, acting, whether it's acting, singing, dancing, or just a great, blessed mentality on life. So,
right. I know.
It's tough.
I know. Adam and Matt and those guys are missing you at the house now that you're not there. So it really sucks that you're not there, but. In the next couple of weeks, everybody will be joining you somewhere. Somebody's going to be there. Somebody's going to end up at the top. Somebody has to. It is what it is. It's the nature of the beast, right? So,
right. Yeah.
Let your fans know where they can find you on social media.
Okay, guys. All my Schreeners out there, you can find me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at Ben Schreen, BenSchreen. Keep updated. I just did 2 amazing photo shoots that are coming out. I'll be throwing my photos up on Instagram, but obviously the better quality photos will be on my website, benschreen.com. Under the modeling tab, I have singing, acting, modeling, and media tabs on my website that you can check out at benschreen.com, and then. I'll be getting an IMDb page up real soon as well. But yeah, I think that's all my accounts. There's so many these days. Snapchat.
Okay.
Snapchat. Follow me at Benjamanzers, BenJamanSers. My grandma, you know how Lil Wayne's grandma called him Lil Tunchi?
Uh-huh.
My grandma called me Benjamanzers. Oh, gosh. What a hoot. But, so follow me on Benjamanzers on Snapchat. I'll be singing you to sleep. I'll be, going about my day. I'll be doing some squats.
Nice.
At the gym. Just whatever. You just come have a day with me.
Awesome.
Every day. And we can Snapchat back and forth.
Awesome. Well, you guys heard that yourself from Ben Schreen himself, Benjamin Andrews on Snapchat, and Ben Schreen, I think you said Instagram and Twitter. So
and Twitter and Facebook.
Yeah. So your fans are gonna we're all looking to see what comes next from you, Ben, and you know, we're proud of you. We're your biggest fans over here. We are looking forward to seeing you doing bigger and better things after this. So yeah,
hey,
thanks for calling in, bro.
Man. And stay tuned. There is a comeback later this season, so you never know.
Right.
Me.
That's right. Everybody watch out, because, yeah, you guys do have a chance to come back. Yeah, that would be nice. Ooh, I think that you would be in the top running for that. Evil laugh.
It's anyone's game at this point. It's still anyone's game.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Stay tuned, homie.
That's what everybody's going to be biting their nails waiting to see. All right. Well, until next time, you guys, I'm your host, Thaddeus Massey. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Club Thaddeus and GQJedi.com. Until next time, After Buzzers.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.